Hi everyone, this is Mirada and today I'm going to show you how to make cocoa brownies. They're so delicious and so easy to make. So for our ingredients, guys, we have 75 of cocoa powder, 140 grams of melted butter, 2 large eggs, 65 grams of plain flour, 250 grams of white sugar. I'm using nuts. You can skip that and just leave this out from the recipe, or use chocolate chips, just up to you. I prefer to use nuts, so I'm using 90 grams of chopped nuts. This is walnuts. I have a pinch of salt, half of teaspoon of baking powder, and some vanilla. And also we will need 2 tablespoons of sour cream. So what you're gonna need, guys, you'll need large bowl, wooden spoon or spatula. I'm having spatula here. And also you will need 20 centimeters baking pan. This is square one. You could use any you like, but I like my brownies to be sliced as squares. So yeah. Okay guys, so let's start. First of all, preheat your oven to 325 Fahrenheit, which is 160 degrees Celsius. Okay, next thing also I would want to tell you to lightly butter your pan. So I'll just use a little bit of this butter and lightly butter it. You can also use one of those non-stick vegetable sprays. It's up to you. I will just butter it right now, just a little bit, so our brownies won't stick. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so now I will mix our sugar to 250 grams of sugar. I will mix that with our cocoa powder and we'll whisk that together. I mean, you could use wooden spoon, you don't have to use wire whisk, but I'll just whisk it with wire whisk. If you have a lot of lumps in your cocoa powder, maybe it's better to strain it. But I don't have much, so I will leave that out. Okay, good. And now we will add our butter, melted butter. Okay. And now we just gonna, mix it. So the consistency of that should be nice and glossy, just everything cooperated. Just give it a good stir. The consistency will be kind of grainy because of the sugar, but it's okay. It will smooth out later, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, now we are adding eggs. I like to add one at a time. Yeah, and give it a good stir again. Okay, now that's our second egg. Okay, now for our dry ingredients. I have 65 grams of plain flour, and I'm gonna mix that with salt, baking powder, and some vanilla. Okay, I'll just take my wire whisk and mix that well. Okay, good. And now I'll just put it in our bowl. And mix that. Now I'm gonna add 80 milliliters of sour cream, which is like 2 tablespoons. Okay, good. And mix that in. Sour cream will give a very nice, and just nice texture to your brownies. Our final step is to add nuts. Like I said, you could add chocolate if you want, or you just can leave all the things out. It's all up to you. I just like nuts in my brownies. Now we're putting our butter to our pan. Now just try to put everything evenly, like the layer. You can use the back of the spoon. Now I'm going to use my spatula. Like I said, this is such an easy recipe, and what I like is you don't have lots of stuff. You don't need mixer, you don't have lots of bowls, you know, lots of stuff. Just one bowl and your ingredients, wooden spoon or your spatula, and you're done. So easy, so delicious. Will satisfy any chocolate craving. As you know, I love chocolate. This is my guilty pleasure. Okay, our final part, we have to bake it. The important thing in this recipe, you don't want to overbake this brownie. Our brownie is going to be in the oven between like 25 and 30 minutes. What you want to do, you don't want the toothpick is come out clean. When you insert your toothpick in, you want some, you know, moisture crumbs like on it a bit. So that's what you want for your brownies. So now in the oven they go. So guys, our brownies are done. So I want to show you what it looks like. You see, it's not coming out completely clean. It got some like moisture crumbs on it. That's what you're looking for. You see that? You don't want this to be completely like clean. Okay, now I will let this cool completely because now it's very moist and very like soft. Our brownie is now cooled down and I will start to cut it. For that you will need a very sharp knife, yeah, and I like to use with a long blade. So removing the brownies from the foil. You see, because we butter it, it's not sticky anymore. Okay guys, now I'll show you how to cut our brownies. I like to, like I said, I like to use sharp knife with a long blade, so I could press on it and cut it like. So I like my brownies in squares, and now I just press it. See, and it's like way cleaner and just better. I found it better and easier to cut it this way. Now I'll just cut it in squares, like that. So now I'll transfer them to my plate. So here like they look like. See, it's very nice and fudgy, like I would call it very moist inside and a little bit crust outside. So just yummy. I absolutely love brownies. I like to serve them with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Yeah, as you like. Some people like to use whipped cream to serve them, but I prefer to eat it with ice cream. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope this was useful for you. Please try this recipe. It's absolutely gorgeous. And enjoy it. Until next time. Bye.